Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to take some time and do some cooking, something that I don't always have a lot of time for. So this dish that I'm making is chicken tetrazzini. We're also going to be making some garlic bread and a very wonderful salad. I do not show much on how I prepared the salad, but just so you know, you'll see a picture at the end. It was delicious. So here, as you can see, I'm cutting up the onions. I'm not really the biggest fan of onions. However, onions really do help to season our food. So it's something that I do choose to season with. So here I'm just kind of ensuring everything's cut up nice and small. Nobody really wants to be chewing on big chunks of onions and stuff like that, but and I don't use a whole lot of onions, but just enough to kind of give us a good flavorful taste in the chicken tetrazzini. Okay guys, so here we are finally down to our colorful bell peppers. I'm cutting those up nice and neat. I don't know about you, but I love colored bell peppers. They do add like a great sweet taste, but most important, it really adds color to the food, and the food just looks colorful. I know it sounds crazy, but it does taste very, very well. But I also, for me, presentation means a lot with food. So I love the color. So I do scrape out the seeds and everything, as you can see how I cut. I do like fine pieces. I know some people like lengthier bell peppers, almost as if it's like on a Philly steak sandwich or something to that effect. But for me, I like them very small. It brings just the perfect amount of flavor as well as just crunch to the meal. So everything is separated nice and neat. It is time for the mushrooms. Oh yeah, we gotta have mushrooms. So I do like to rinse them off. Before I cut them, I don't keep them that size. I do like to cut them into smaller pieces. Everything that I cook, I ensure to rinse them off. I know some people aren't big on rinsing things off, but it's just how I learned at an early age, and it just makes sense to me, right? Just to make sure things are rinsed off, any debris or dirt or anything that could possibly be on there. It's always great to just rinse off your food. So I am cutting these into smaller little pieces. I don't know why everything has to be just separated so nice and neat, even though once I put it in the pan, it's going to be all mixed up together. But maybe, what do you guys think? Is that like an OCD type of behavior or what? I don't know, but I like it all separated and nice and neat. So we're just continuing to cut here our mushrooms in nice little small bite sizes. All right guys, so here we go, the finished product of all of our cutting things, our bell peppers and all that great stuff. Put a little salt in there. Here's the chicken, it's all done. We got to cut that up in a few. And boy, was it yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm sure you could tell, right? So I transferred it to a plate. There's our bell peppers and everything. Now I'm getting ready to remove the skin and to cut those chicken thighs into smaller little bite sizes so that we can prepare the meat for our chicken tetrazzini. So typically, guys, I usually like to just purchase an already cooked a rotisserie chicken already hot off the deli, right? But I ended up ordering my grocery via Shipt, and the shopper had told me they had no rotisserie chickens out and that it was going to be like an hour and a half. So I was just like, you know what, just pick up some of the chicken thighs and I'll just have to bake the chicken myself. No big deal. Of course, this is just a longer route. It takes a little bit longer, but no big deal. I don't enjoy cooking, so I guess it kind of is a big deal for people that really don't enjoy cooking, but I do it because I have 3 kids and I need to. And so I don't know, it's just always kind of been like a chore for me. I'm that type of person, like I love to have a clean place, a clean home. I don't mind cleaning, but it's something about cooking, it just feels like a chore. And I enjoy the food that I make after I've made it and stuff like that, but it's just getting that energy to even want to cook. I just have always struggled with that, and so I kept telling myself, like, maybe if I continue to cook more, maybe I'll begin to fall in love with cooking. I think for some people, cooking can be very therapeutic and very relaxing. And honestly, when I do cook, while I'm cooking, I kind of enjoy it, but not really. And I know that sounds crazy, but really, to be honest, cooking is like an art. You get to be creative. You get to try new things. And it's always fun to just kind of see the fruit of your labor, after you did all that you've done, getting to taste that first bite, or even just to kind of see the finished product. So that's all the chicken cut up. Got a couple of bell peppers in there, but that's everything cut up nice and neat. Here I have already greased the pan for our garlic bread. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My 8-year-old, she's actually obsessed with bread, so she literally probably had maybe 3 garlic breads, to be honest with you. She loves garlic bread. And so I just really popped that in the oven once I finished laying those out and separating them nice and neat. It only took a few minutes to get that done. Only one left. So I don't know about you guys, like when you cook, do you kind of clean as you go? That's the type of person I am, because after cooking, who wants to, like, after you've slaved over all that food, have to turn around and clean the whole kitchen all at one time when you can just clean as you go? That's just kind of something that I feel makes the process a little bit easier, so that after you cook, you can actually just sit down and enjoy your meal and your kitchen's clean. So let's take a look, guys, at everything. Yummy. Can't wait till it's ready. All right, so here we're going to drain the water. And I didn't mention that in the water, aside from the salt that I put in there, I meant to say drain the noodles. I think I said drain the water. I also put a little bit of chicken broth in the water just to kind of give it some taste, so that the noodles could be boiling and a little flavor, if not a lot, of course, but just a little bit of flavor. So there's our finished noodles, there's our chicken, here's our bell peppers and mushrooms. Let's saute these boogers. That is a nasty word to use when you're referring to food. I don't know why I said that. Okay, so here are some of the sauces or the seasonings that I used to season the onions and bell peppers. And guys, the house smelled so good as I was preparing this chicken tetrazzini. We are pasta lovers at my house, and Of course, pasta is not seen as one of the most healthier food options, so it isn't something we do frequently. It has been, I don't know, maybe last summer or even later than that, that we've had chicken tetrazzini. So I just had a taste for it and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make it. The kids actually loved it. I was a little worried that they wouldn't like it so much with the bell peppers and everything, but they ended up asking for seconds, so they absolutely loved it. But doesn't it look good, guys? Just look at the pretty color. If only you could smell what we smelled. It smelled so good. Okay, so here it's pretty much done. We're done with our sauteing, and I did saute that in just regular butter. Sometimes I use olive oil. All right, here's our cream of chicken. We're going to be mixing that in with our noodles. Okay, I used a total of 4 cans of cream of chicken. I also added some chicken broth just to kind of loosen, add just a, chicken broth is a thicker type of sauce. So I did add a little cream of chicken or chicken broth to help kind of loosen it a little bit. And it was so good. So here, as you can see, I'm pouring in the mushrooms and bell peppers, getting ready to mix all of that goodness in there. You guys couldn't even see that well, but it's okay. All right, so another can of cream of chicken. Again, like I stated, I used a total of 4 cans. And so really, guys, this is just the mixing part. We got our chicken, we got our bell peppers, we have our onions, we have the mushrooms, and we're just literally adding the cream of chicken. And I don't know if you guys will end up seeing me add the chicken broth or not. But a little bit of chicken broth just to loosen up that thick cream of chicken. Stir it all up really good. I don't know why I look so serious while I'm cooking. Do you guys look that way? Just in the zone and focused. All right, there we go. The chicken broth, I meant. Add a little, stir some, loosen up that cream of chicken. You guys can only imagine how this tastes, right? So that's how everything's looking. Such poor visual for you guys. I'm so sorry about that. But we're getting ready to pour the chicken in. Yum, yum, yum. We got a few bell peppers mixed in there too that we're going to scrape down in there. Alright, and I want to say this is our very last can of cream of chicken. So yeah, we got to scrape the rest of that goodness that's stuck in there. Another thing, guys, like in the past, I have like put in like a cream of mushroom or cream of celery. That's also something that you can add in there if you'd like. It's really a preference thing. All right, so here I'm adding some shredded cheese that I want to mix in. Mild cheddar. Oh, how wonderful did this taste? A little bit more chicken broth, loosen all this goodness up, and we stir once again. Very focused, ensuring everything is balanced and stirred and all of the ingredients are throughout the entire pot. You got to put a little elbow in on this. All right, let's take a look. Once again, you guys didn't see much. But you will soon, because we're getting ready to transfer it into our glass platter, because we're going to bake this bad boy. So I think here I'll get a spoon, and we're going to scrape some of the remains out of the pot. And we're going to smooth that chicken tetrazzini throughout the glass platter. So much yum yum and goodness. All right, so let's smooth this thing out real nice and neat. Okay, so now we're going to be adding our layer of cheese. So I think I only had 3 of the sliced cheese left, because I think the week before I ended up making chili with grilled cheese sandwiches. So I love using the sliced cheese for some reason when it comes to baking pastas and stuff like that, or baking dishes. But I used those 3, and then I also, in between, just sprinkled the shredded cheese throughout the whole top layer. So you want to try to ensure that you kind of cover the entire top layer, because you want that whole layer just full of cheese really. So as you can see, I'm just kind of sprinkling it throughout, getting everything even. Everything nice and neatly covered with cheese. And then we're going to put a little parsley. I don't know about you guys, but I love using parsley because it brings such a nice little elegant look to the food. So I don't do it for any type of taste or anything, but it's really decoration, like seriously. I just like how it looks. All right, so our toast is ready. I do not like mine half burnt or anything. All right, so look at the goodness. The cheese, all of that has melted. I baked it, everything's done. And a bon appetit. You see the salad, guys. I love to cut up eggs. We have chicken and real pieces of bacon on that salad and banana peppers. Just so much goodness. I hope you guys enjoyed this meal cooking with me. Chicken tetrazzini salad along with some garlic bread. You guys continue to stay tuned. If you like what you saw, please don't hesitate to subscribe and follow. See you soon.